Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. This is Bring It in the House podcast show where we spotlight musicians, entertainers, artists, and leaders. I'm your host, Millie Mills, and we have a fantastic leader in the house tonight. She's an author, everyone, and an educator. Let's give it up for CC Fan. Woo!
Yes. Hi, everybody.
Hey, CC, you look fabulous, girl.
So do you.
Fabulous. Thank
I
you.
said I had to step my game up. I went online and looked up your stuff, and I said, "Oh snap!" I said, "I got to step it up."
Oh, you were so kind. You're so kind. And hey, guys, guess what she did? Wait, hold up. Watch this. Boom, boom, boom. Doo, doo, doo. Yes, that's her new T-shirt, guys, about her book she gave me. Look, I got the book right here. Her shoes, man. We're going to get into that a little bit later. But first of all, hey, tell us about your alma mater, who you're repping, and all that good stuff tonight.
Well, I am a graduate of the Fort Valley State University, as we say.
Yes.
That's if you look behind me, I got this as a gift when I graduated. Yeah, that's
Yay.
my cap, everything. And I love it.
Yes. Congrats.
Yeah, graduate of a HBCU.
HBCU, baby.
Yes. Two of my kids are graduates of HBCU. One
too.
Savannah State, another one at Payne University. But my youngest daughter, I guess she went a little bougie. She Texas A&M.
That's all right too.
Yeah, I didn't care. Long as she got an education.
That's it. That's what's up.
Yes.
I'm so proud of you.
But have enjoyed being a alumni of Fort Valley State University, especially during the classes, the homecomings.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I didn't go to school after high school, so I was in my 40s when I went back to college. After all my kids was near finishing their college, I said it's my time. I didn't want to take away from them.
Yeah,
and use time going when I need to be there to support them through all their athletics, all their sports. They all did that, played college ball or ran track in college. So as soon as the last one got to be a senior, I went back and I retired from Department of Corrections for 17 years. I was a sergeant, field training officer, and then I'll give you go ahead and do my background. That's how common sense do not play the game with the inmate came about. I used to train new hires for the prison when we hired them, and one of my warden asked that I put it in a manual for them, and for Georgia, for Department of Corrections, you can't work for them and sell to them. So I went in and retired out, and I started selling the book across the country, teaching workshops on not having personal dealings with inmates. And the book is not to bash inmates, let me say that, because inmates, they ain't in there for singing wrong on Sunday morning.
Yeah.
But it's for new hires that are coming in that desire to make this a career and know not to get set up by an inmate.
Right. Raise awareness, huh?
Yes. Because we get nice benefits, we get paid well, should be more. But and being a single mother with 3 kids at that time, in a small country town, that was a town that we live in. That was good money for me, and I felt like anybody that could step behind those walls, you come there to work, and whatever you do, going to cause somebody else to get hurt. A fellow officer. So just be mindful of you're going to get locked up helping him out, and you're both going to be inmates. So just don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. And you can easily get sucked into that, huh?
Yes, it is. There's some gorgeous looking people locked up now. If you know they gorgeous on the street, you know they gorgeous back there. They're just wearing that same uniform they do every day. And I understand they want to still have the taste of freedom being locked up, but does it have to be at your expense where you be locked up too?
Yes.
Yeah. I've lost a lot of good friends that are currently, some have done the jail time or what have you, bringing in Dairy Queen meals or drugs or marijuana or even having sex with inmates, that I'm like, girl, you can't have sex with 1,700 inmates locked up. You need to go downtown and find somebody, because there's a jealous spirit. Whatever you do for one inmate, you got to do it for everybody.
You're right.
Because they want the same thing. They're gonna let you do it, but they soon, if you're not gonna give them that what you gave over there, you're gonna get caught up. So
you're gonna get caught up.
yeah.
Wow.
And so from that, I went to teaching, and I got a love story series. Two of them is out, Can't Let Go, Part 1 and Part 2, that done significantly well. Too. And then I swapped over to another genre as we recently booked, Her Shoes, which is a book of poems and short stories. So
yes.
I hope to do children books one day. I get this from because in high school, my mother would say, "Oh, you give her a ball, she'll play." I love different sports. I played softball. I was good at it in high school. I played outfield and shortstop. And then I went to basketball. I was a point guard for 4 years in high school. Then track, I was hurler, high jump, and relay. So if back then they gave me a golf club, I probably would have played it too. So, and I think that's the same way I feel about me writing. I don't want to be held down to one genre, you know.
Yes.
I want to cross. I want to. If you stop book sales, if the devil stop book sales over here with the love story, okay, I'm stop. See, can you stop this one over here?
I love it.
Stop this over there. So by the time you keep trying to put out my fires, he gonna probably say, you know what? Let me leave her alone. She's crazy. I got to.
So, oops, those are my glasses. So, Can't Let Go, Part 1 and 2. Was that the first book that you wrote?
Which was the first one, yes.
Oh, wow.
And it's basic, yes. It's talked about having a relationship with a married man and adultery and why you shouldn't do it, you know.
Yes.
And no matter how much you love, you may be with that person, that at the end of the day, you're still going against God. And this is one of his commandments. You know, I want to base those 5-part series on the commandments of dealing with relationships. In part 2, it's the hidden agenda. I do know we're in relationships. He may have his pathway, and you may have your pathway. And if you're not communicating, you're not talking about if they're going to cross and stay together, then somebody got a hidden agenda. Either you're there till they can find the next best thing, or you there because they having a hard time and nobody else want to put up with them. Are you there because the family like you and he don't want to get rid of you because the family like you, but he got her over here? It's just so many different avenues of hidden agenda that some people have in relationships. And I just want to just have a comical way to address those situations.
Yes, and we appreciate, because it's good to sometimes have a comical way so that you don't be so hard on yourself. And but at the same time, you learning from it at the same time.
Yeah. To me, like if anything that you can write about and you can laugh at it, laugh at your own self, then when somebody else try to blast you out, you can say, "Girl, you late already." I'm already laughing about it.
Right. That way it'll just roll off your shoulders. You won't take it so hard.
And when you work, for me, when you work with inmates for 17 years, and God knows I may call some names, it's like, okay, put miss in front of the B word if you don't mind when you call me.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it.
Yeah. You know, you just have to have that spirit of knowing that. Yeah, you really do. Yeah.
Man, when I was reading your bio, and I was like, man, she is amazing. I mean, of course, we already talked about the HBCUs and all like that. You got your bachelor's in criminal justice, right? Yeah.
Well, when I worked at a DA office for a year, I had to do my intern. They wanted me to be a lawyer because after working at the prison, they said you're gonna make a lot of money being a lawyer. But then I was coaching too on the side, and so I said, you know what? And someone said, you know what? You can get a job teaching, and on the weekends and during the summertime when you're out for teaching, you can go do your book signing. Yeah, and you get your benefits as well. And I said, you know what? That's smart. Like, really?
That's smart. That's working.
We go to school 190 days.
Yeah.
We out for the whole week of Thanksgiving. We're out for 2 weeks for Christmas, a spring break, and 2 months summer. And so, but I got into coaching all year round. So it's so hard for the last 6-7 years to get back into the book game
Yeah.
and start promoting and doing the book signing, because during the summer months you are doing your pre-training for your season that's coming up. Because I coach volleyball, and my cousin like, you ain't never played volleyball, did you? I said, but I coach it and I'm winning. So but yeah, so I had a break in August, and I didn't coach volleyball or basketball this year. But I entered get my master's in special education.
Go girl.
Yes. And so I said, while I was getting I said, you know what, let me get back into the book game. I don't have practice, and I don't have, so let me start promoting me. And so I've been investing my money that I saved up into advertising and marketing, and appearing on podcasts, doing a website, investing in me. I felt like I've been investing in so many people for so many years.
And now it's your time.
Yes.
It's your time.
And
I see where we can get your books. Look at here. This is amazing. You can get your books at local stores nationwide, Books A Million. You can get it on Amazon and all of that too, right?
Yes, Walmart.
Yeah. It's amazing.
I was shocked when I seen it on Target and Walmart online. I said, okay.
Go girl. That is so wonderful. And then like you saying, the podcast shows, I saw that you've been on Black Authors Matter TV.
Yes.
And recently, and then you were also on The Right Stuff. That was just last week.
Yes, ma'am.
Look at you. And then, okay, that's a picture of you with one of your students, right?
Yes. He's attending college on a basketball scholarship now.
Oh, wow. And then, of course, this is the book cover. This is the book that you signed autograph for me, her shoes, and what else here? And then Can't Let Go Part 1. Woo!
Now, let me tell you about this cover. I could not afford a model.
And so, but hey, you look, girl, you doing that. You look like an angel.
I could not, and that was the concept. And so Keith Saunders, the photographer in Atlanta, said, "Cece, you do it."
Yeah.
And so I went to this bridal place. They donated the gown for me to wear. I didn't have any money. And we took some photos, and so he just did the images and what have you. Yeah, it was not meant to be me on the cover. Let me say that on those covers, but there you go. And I was 40 at that time.
Girl, you can't tell. You can't tell. You know, you look 30, if that. You know, you can't tell. You look amazing. He did a great job, and in the gown,
that is all me up top. So
yeah,
I don't think they did BBL back then. At least without proof.
It looks great. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
And I self-published. I got my own printer. I use English Sparks. I put all my books online, Amazon, Barnes and Noble. The images of Jazz Publication is named after my children. It's JAB, and that's Jenny, Ashley, and Brian. So they own this, their company when I'm gone.
Yes, they can keep it going.
Yeah, so nobody owns my publication. No other. I bought my own barcodes, ISBN, and a lot of writers. And I want to talk about this right quick. Like a lot of writers, you go to these places and these sites say you'll be self-published, but if they give you their barcode, that ISBN back there, that's connected to them.
So
yes, and I know it's easy to go that route, but just do the homework and just figure out how to do it. I bought like 10 ISBN number from RR Broker and so I felt like I said maybe I'm not gonna have 10 books, but I said you don't know. And then and I went to English Sparks and learned how to do the PDF to upload the book so they can print for me. And if you look in her shoes, it's color all the way through. So they told me that it's color all the way through. Yeah. And they said, well, wholesale, you're gonna eat that cost. But I said, you know what? It's worth it for me to have those shoes all the way through that book in color. I want everybody to know that was my walk right there. And can't nobody tell me how to feel about what I wrote in that book there.
This is your walk. And do you mind if I read the dedication on the back? Okay, guys. This is the book. This is her latest book, Her Shoes by CC Fan. This lady is so brilliant. And did you hear her say she has her own barcodes, everything? She got the rights to everything to her books, and that's the best way to go. And on the back side here is where it reads, Her Shoes is an up close, personal, and intimate look of my fight with darkness, the fight with Ephesians, which is in Ephesians 6, addressed in the Holy Bible. We will and are fighting against principalities, devil schemes, rulers, against authorities, against the powers of the worlds of darkness, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. This battle will continue within ourselves internally and externally. The fight will never be over unless God says it is over. The fight is a series of battles. The battle of one in with that we know, the one that we knew, the one that is unknown, the one we cannot believe, the one we do not believe, and the one we have to believe. Job, David, and Elijah and Jeremiah, who all possess something magnificent, which are examples of these battles. We all possess something magnificent. While I was tempted, tried, and tested, I held on to his hands like Job, David, and Elijah to keep my seed, my gift, my talent. And your reviews, you got some really great reviews. Mary Monroe, oh my gosh, and she's one of New York Times best-selling
Yes,
authors of God
yes,
Don't Like Ugly, The Upper Room, Deliver Me, and many more. She says it's been a long time since I've read such a moving and powerful testimony. After reading Her Shoes, the next day I woke up feeling refreshed and empowered.
mhm. I met Mary, and thank you, thank you. I met
Mhm.
Mary Monroe. One of your questions was, I did the CC Fan Book Affair in Dublin, Georgia, at the
Okay.
mall, and I did it 4 years, for 4 different years, and I would bring a New York Times selling author to Dublin to have book signings and have local authors that was from the area to be there as well. They would
Yes.
draw people in so local authors there could be seen and share their books as well. And so Mary Morrison has been the authors of the Nanny Diaries. They came, and Mary
I can't hear you now. We lost you for a second. Your microphone went muted. Why did it go mute? Unmute your mic. I don't know what happened. There we go.
I got it.
There we
You,
go.
you hear me now? So
Yes.
I
So
had these four
go
right
back and
four.
repeat just a little bit of what you said because we missed it.
Okay, so created the CC Fan Book Affair, where I brought in different New York Times best-selling authors to Dublin Mall, which is a small town in Georgia. Um,
Mhm.
so this way, local authors could get exposure too, and they would draw people in the middle of the mall. And so
Mhm.
Mary Monroe was one of one of my featuring authors. Mary Morrison has been, Tina McElroy answer, um, and the authors of the Nanny Diaries. They came one year. And so, and by getting a chance to meet with them and talk to them, they taught me about how the publishing world work, about whether to sign a book deal or to stay independent. They talked about how how the percentage is what they get
Right.
paid. And so I met Carl Weber. They invited me. Often whenever they did things, I got
Mhm.
invites to events in Atlanta. So I got a chance to rub a lot of elbows with a lot of famous people in
Mhm.
in the writers world, and to
Yes.
know how this worked.
Yeah.
And but one of the things Mary Monroe said to me after writing, she said 4 or 5 books. She said the
Mhm.
book she thought that wasn't going to blow up was the one that blew.
That's
And
usually how it is.
yeah, she said,
Mhm.
so you just can't you can't just stop at the first one. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And Mary Morrison has said to me, you're not gonna satisfy everybody with whatever you write.
No
So
matter.
just know there's a bigger audience that's gonna love it
Mhm.
and keep it moving.
Yeah.
And then Yeah, and I think to keep it real, she said that they done bought the book, so I don't know why they complaining. They already done got the book.
Oh my gosh. So you learn from the best. So you got to really
Mm-hmm.
that's the best way to do it because you got a really good idea of how it works and
Mm-hmm.
you can avoid some of the pitfalls that they may have,
Mm-hmm.
taken those dives and you were able
Yeah.
to avoid some of that. So that is really amazing. And I know this may sound like a cheap cheesy question, but what is that motivation as an author, where does it come from? I know it comes from God, but I'm just saying, like, uh is it like when you're driving down the road and all of a sudden you get a spark or a thought, or how does it all happen?
I think I always knew. I got an aunt. Her name is Glenda. She said I was always different as a child.
Yes.
Um, she said that I wasn't like regular kids. I always trying to do more.
Yeah.
And much as I tried to deny not in high school, I was like a clown in class, but I was smart and athletic.
Mhm.
My teacher would say, "You're going to be a teacher." Then or either my grandmother who raised me, she said, "I know when you get grown, you're going to leave here. You're going to Atlanta. We're going to never see you no more. I don't tell you where you're going to be because you're not going to stay around here. You're just not a country girl person."
Mhm.
And so I think that after reading all the different books as a child growing up and being like put myself in those stories, I seem like I can just relate to every word that I was reading until I would write and imagine stories of my own in my head.
Yeah.
And I think when I wrote the first book, I was really so much shame. I was like so scared. I was like, Lord Jesus, they're gonna talk about me and I'm gonna get dogged out. But I knew when after I read the whole book and it came in the box like everybody else
Mhm.
did, this
Mhm.
is what God probably intended for me to do all my life.
All your life.
Yeah. And I just went all the way around, as Tyler Perry would say, I just went around all the detours trying not to do what he
Yeah.
really wanted me to do with my
Yeah.
gift. And that's why I talk about it on the back of your book, because I think all of us have a natural gift and talent. When I
Mhm.
saw the inmates that I had supervised that can draw and can
Yeah.
sing,
Oh yeah.
and they had so much play instruments, and then but they're behind bars, and I said, here
Same.
I am free and not
Mhm.
using my talent, or if
Yeah.
I honed into what my talent could be, and there you have it.
Yeah.
It just and after the first book, it just like, you know what, it's on now.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
it gives you
on.
something to think about. That's real deep
Mhm.
right there because they're locked away and they're still, you know, utilizing their talents, even though they,
Mhm.
maybe not on a
Yeah.
national level. But we have the opportunity to be on a national level and touch the world with our gifts, and we're too afraid to
Mhm.
even tap into it.
I often ask myself, is it because we don't want to seem, like I say, different or standoffish from our own people that we're around all the time? I know for me, I've taken a friend with me years and years ago to a book
Mhm.
signing,
Mhm.
and she was going to visit with her family, but then when I was doing my book, she was standing back, she was looking, and I saw like she, like, really, they want your picture with you, like that.
Yeah.
So some of those things, like, it's your circle sometimes,
Yeah.
that you be wondering how they thinking. Tell my circle right now, I'm a dot. I don't have a square, circle, or line. It's just a dot now.
I love it.
I got friends, don't, but
Yeah.
I understand they don't understand this concept, what I'm trying to be. I
Yeah.
think people that have gifts, the people around need to understand you're not trying to be show that you're better than them. You just trying to be a better you.
Mm-hmm.
So that when
Mm-hmm.
I wrote the first book, I was broke and I was working at the prison. I had 3 kids, 2 in college, and 1 was a sophomore. And
Wow.
that was some good money.
Yeah.
When I first, it helped pay for a lot of things, that first book.
That
Okay.
first book.
So
Yeah.
God gave me my own gift, not go work in
Mhm.
somebody else's store to sell their stuff, but my own gift to sell,
That's right.
to make
That's
money.
yeah. And And what you're doing, I mean, that it takes skills to do what you do because you got to know how to juggle so much. I mean, as a published author, then you're a mom, and then you're
Grandma.
grandmother and teacher, all of that. Oh my gosh, you're an entrepreneur. You're all of that in one. How kind of just tell us, how do you juggle all that? What does a day with Cece look like?
Woo. Well, let's see. Because I don't work on Sunday.
Good. That's good.
Okay. So 10 years ago, I made a covenant with God. I tied 10% of everything.
There you go.
And no matter what I make, I heard LL Cool J said that, and he said he's been in the game so long. I tied because I have to get God bless me, therefore I need to bless him.
Amen.
And so I do 10%, and I don't work on Sunday. And what I do is I take I get up in the morning. I have a caseload of 16 kids. I have my calendar, and I'm like, okay, I need to schedule my meetings and move them up. I have track meet here. I pick maybe 2 nights out the week that I'm probably gonna stay up to. Cause I have classes online. That I'm gonna stay up to about 11:30 and do all the homework. If my professors open up everything, this is all the discussion questions, guess what? He finna get them all on one day. And I go back and I respond. Even my essays. I take my Saturdays. I may have to go to a basketball game maybe at 5:00 to do the books. So I wake up on Saturday morning at 7 and I will do my essays. I stay with it, go do it. And then Sunday is my rest day where I will watch church online because I'm still I moved away from my hometown and I've been here 4 years. I send my tithes to them, but I do watch other church online on Sunday. I'm not comfortable going. I need to be because I love the Lord's house.
Amen.
to go into somebody's church here because I teach here, but I'm not really familiar with the area. Okay. Like that. I go to the stores. I don't even know. Only people I know is my grandkids and my daughter. They live about 20 minutes from me here. That's why I moved here. And my teacher friends. And but that's how I do it. I try to juggle it. Yes. And then I teach world history. So I prepare, and I'm a history buff. So I'm certified to teach high school social studies and middle school social studies. So I love watching documentaries. When you grew up, when I did in the 70s, and you didn't have them 3 channels, honey. So,
yeah, same here.
Look, we knew what Watergate was, okay?
Exactly. Yes. I tell my daughter about that. We watched Lassie, and then when Soul Train came along, baby, we just like, wow.
We were happy, okay?
Yes, Soul Train.
Like BET to the young people. That's what Soul Train was.
That's what Soul Train was to us.
Yeah. And we lived through these people live. We watched. I don't know, but I watched Lawrence Welk.
Yes.
And the Hee Haw game, because you didn't have a 3 channels. So.
That's it. And then American Bandstand came along first, and I love Dick Clark. But then when we saw Don Cornelius and with the Soul Train, I'm like, oh, whoa, this is amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're in that same generation gap, so I do understand it. So now they got everything, cable, streaming,
everything,
Apple TV.
Yes, everything.
Yeah.
And now I'm just addicted to watching. I watch a lot of. I used to watch African movies all the time, Nollywood and Bollywood movies. I love cultural things.
I do too. I like cultural things. I do too.
So and because I am an educator, you have to stay on top of things. So I kind of just like sometimes I ride down the road, I put in some type of book or one of those textbooks and stuff just to know what my lessons is. We have a bus ride tomorrow evening to a game. And I'll probably have one of my history lessons I'll listen to on the way there. But it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
But it keeps me on my toes and keeps me active and young. I'll be 58 in April. And I still jog. I still like shooting basketball. I still like getting on the floor. I sprint with my volleyball players from time to time. If I didn't have nothing to do, I live on the 3rd floor with stairs. I walk stairs every day going there.
Me
So
too.
I like to just stay active on top of it.
Yes, yes. Congratulations. We're out of time. I can't believe 30 minutes went so
Yes,
fast.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Before we go, though, you got to give some shout outs. Who you want to shout out to?
Shout out to my hometown, Wrightsville, Georgia.
Amen.
I miss you all. I hope to get back soon to visit my family and
Mhm.
back in Wrightsville. My Johnson County High School, my classmates are 84, and my
Mhm.
babies, my grandbabies. I call them my broke best friends.
Aw.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
oh, that's so sweet. And if someone wants to book you for a show, can they just go to the website?
Yes, go to www.ccfan.com and use the link, the contact form. And if you, Miss Millie, I'll leave it up to you. If 3 viewers, I will send out 3 books and 3 T-shirts. Just get the sizes.
Oh my gosh. I guess you guys heard that, right? So let's put the phone number up here. Go ahead and give us a call 469-284-9922. 469-284-9922. And you said the first 3
Yes.
tickets?
Mm-hmm.
The first 3, you'll get this book. Oh my God. I can't wait to finish reading it, guys. You got, ooh, this is hot. And you know what? It's not just for women, just because you see the shoes there, right? CC, it's not just geared
No.
for women. Mhm. Yeah. So in case if a guy is like, hey, that's a woman's, but no, it's something for everybody. I got my T-shirt. I was so happy. Any last words of encouragement before we wrap up, CC?
Stay true to yourself without hurting other people. Stay true to yourself. And I know that's hard, but stay true to yourself. And if it requires somebody to be hurt, but just let them know this is my feelings, and you can't tell me how I feel.
Amen. I love it. Oh my gosh. I wish you could stay longer, Cece. It has been so good having you on the show. Much
Thank
continued
you.
success. Oh my gosh. I would be letting people know, on hey, in the DM, you got to check out, you got to go get this, her shoes. You got to go get this. This is the book, man. I love it. Hey, maybe later when you do some more books, I know you can't really tell us though, but what else is coming?
Well, the third part of the love story series is the saint that turns into the ain't. And then the second part to the her shoes is her dress, her mirror, herself, her handkerchief.
Oh man.
So it's her dress, what she wore, her mirror, what she looks in, her handkerchief, what she wiped her tears, and herself.
You guys heard it right here on Bring It in the House. We'll see you next time. Thanks so much for tuning in. We love you. Thank you, CC.
Thank you.